do my first video for tuning today. I'm still a total novice, so I have a good bass tune from Cameron at KA Motors, and I have that on the car, and I've just sort of been auto-tuning it with the Tuner Studio Advanced and whatever, sort of learning as I go, trying not to blow the car up, things like that. So I'm going to do a good day of tuning, try to film everything that's going on. It's going to be just me, so I might miss some parts, and I'll overlay it with the tune and things like that so you can see what's going on in real time. But as requested, I had some people asking me how the car sounds specifically, so I'm going to do a cold start video real quick. Got the car idling. Let's get moving. Now I think I blew the fuse to the windows, so that window's going to be open just a hair. I can get that all under control. So basically I'm on my own right now, so I'm just going to be using the auto tuning and data logging. There we go. So I've turned all that on, ready to go. Is actually pretty good for just putzing around town. It's not too bad. It's kind of loud, but I think I need to invest in some sound deadening, and then it would be a great daily, honestly. The cool thing about this car is that you don't need to be in the boost curve at all times. You can just be in its sort of NA power band very easily, and it'll get you around nicely. And then when you need it, you hop in. You hop into the power band, and then you can overtake and stuff. So you heard it a bit there. Now this tune here is pretty fat and happy. It's pretty rich. And it goes like snot. Got to keep an eye on it, because it'll pick up on you and it'll haul ass. letting the software tune itself. Now this is a cool software, as it's got this built-in tuning program, so you set your AFR what you want it to be, and it will pick up and it'll correct your fuel table based on that. So it can't really tune your ignition table, but it's that sort of you have to do that by ear with some sort of knocking detection, or like an electronic knocking sensor sort of thing. I think I got some bad wheel bearings or something. It just runs pretty loud. Okay, so we're just at a stoplight right now. It's running pretty well. I have to do some knock detection for making sure that it's not knocking anywhere in the boy, it wants to oscillate. Feels good. So I'm definitely having trouble with this idle. I just turned it to open loop so it won't do that so bad. This thing will do 80 like nothing. Let's do a quick turn around here. Brakes. Some good stuff. gotten a lot of tuning done. I haven't gotten to past about 6,000. I've been changing about 6,000. It's probably about where I should be changing anyway. Amount of power at the boost that I'm at, but the point still stands. I don't know what clutch is in this car. It's just some previous owner one that they had installed, so cornering out. I really have not been cornering hard with this car. Feels good. I think it actually just died on me. I'm not sure why. That was really strange. Brakes. Okay, so we're doing pretty well so far, no disasters. Maybe that dying, I have to figure out what happened on the data logs with that. Start a new data log. Well guys, all in all, not a bad experience. Kind of interesting learning new tools and things like that to make it run better, that sort of thing. I like it quite a bit. We're gonna go inside, gonna go and try to figure out all this data, sift through it, check it out, figure out what's going on, and then look at the data logging, correct some things, and then it'll just be doing this over and over and over until it's running perfect, you know? It's running pretty good right now, but I have to look at the actual data logs to see exactly what was going on the entire time we were driving. So we'll move inside and do that now. What's up, my dudes? In the back cave, you know, doing a little tuning, looking over my data logs and things like that. I've got my data logs open here, and I'm just gonna start, you know, looking them over. This is just over the driving that I just did, sort of explain how that all works to you guys, and hopefully I can learn something from talking about it, you know. But I got my, I'll screen cap it all so you guys can see it too. I have my actual, this is one of the logs. I have 3 logs. I opened it, and then it's this one. I always try to like reset a log whenever I'm at a stoplight because a good point to change over. So the technology or the program you use for tuning is called Tuner Studios right here, and this is it has all your injection all your injectors, your fuel tables, your ignition settings, your startup, boost mapping, things like that. You can do flat-footed shifting. What else can you do? Launch control, all that good stuff, depending on your module and things like that. But the other, basically half of the program, you can do all your data logging up here. Go to data logging, start data log, that sort of thing. And then it saves it in this file, and you come in later and you can open it with this Mega Log Viewer, which is made by the same people. Basically, I'm looking at the log viewer for this right here. It gives you some good things like this is my manifold air temperature. This is in red, this is my manifold air pressure in kPa, and then down here it has the reading in PSI. And white is my RPM. This red line right here on this separate graph is my AFR, so this is lean, this is rich. Basically, you look and you can say, okay, so I follow the lines. This is me starting off, RPM's going up and down. This is what looks to be starting off, shifting second, revving it in second, it's building up, shifting into third, and cutting it pretty early. What are we looking at? So I rev it out to 5.5 here and 5 there. Then let's look at the boost. So we're looking at manifold air pressure. We're nothing, no positive pressure, just hanging out, being cool. And then we start to develop positive pressure right about here. So this says 2 psi right here. And then I shift in the second. This is where it starts building. So you can see about 4,000 RPM. I'm at about 8 psi, which is I think the limit for this wastegate spring right now. I have a little boost controller that I'll adjust to add more boost later. But until then, I'm just sort of tuning and getting my feet wet with the systems in this lower psi so I don't blow anything up. So you can see I hold 8 psi, it spools up pretty quick. You can see the RPM, you can see the intake temperatures rise as I start to get warmer. But the thing to keep in mind is the scales of these things. So you can see over here, the lowest temperature that I have is 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and the highest temperature I have, so this point right here, the highest is 82 degrees. You know, it's varying by 3 degrees. But while the RPM ranges from 0 or 800 to nearly 6 grand, so the scales are totally wacko. But the important thing about this data logging that I understand is it gives you a good understanding of when you're making boost, how much boost you're making, and what's going on with your fueling while you're making the boost. So we can look at this. I get a lean spike just as I set off. I may have almost killed it or something, I don't know, we'll see. Again, another one when I shift, another one when I shift here, and then it continues into the boost curve. Now I'm making 5 psi at this point, and I have a lean spike of, this says my AFR was 18, so it's maxed out. That doesn't seem, yeah, somewhere in there. It's somewhere between. So that is something I need to be a little worried about. I'm not certain how worried, because like I said, I'm still a novice at this whole tuning system. But that is one of the things that I'm looking out for, is lean spikes in boost, because that's what causes detonation and ruins engines and things like that. But that's just a little interview. I'm not even cracking the surface of this kind of tech. There is so much in this stuff. There's so many clever things you can do. You can make so much power on all these different things, and you have so much freedom with it. And I still have to learn all this stuff, but I just wanted to give you guys a rough introduction to the world of Megasquirt tuning, things like that, showing you a data log, showing you how to
read it a bit, and you know, hopefully you guys learn something, because that's what the whole idea is, that as you guys watch me learn, you learn something as well through just watching me struggle and beat myself up and bleed and things like that, because that's what's important, that everyone takes something away and we all gain something. Otherwise, everything I'm doing is pointless, you know. Well, I hope you guys like it. Look forward to more of these kind of videos. I'll try to make them a little more interesting. I know it's hard to express like speed and things like that over the internet when I'm driving. I mean, I'm not going to say how fast I was going because I was on public roads, but I was hauling ass, and I watched these videos, I'm like, it does not even look like I was going that fast. I guess if you're not doing 150 or 170 and boiling the tires, it doesn't look that cool. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.